Canada. So yan, US and Canada phone numbers, all of those phone numbers need to be approved and submitted sa A2P na process na registration. So how to activate SMS, avoid blocking, and stay compliant in 2026. Now, eto, start tayo sa pinaka-basic. Bakit importante itong topic na to? Why this topic topic matters now? So SMS rules change. So even Canada, US and Canada na mga phone phone number na nabibili natin kay Go High Level, they need to pass a regulation, yun nga, for those people na 'di ba, parang gawing illegal kumbaga. So kailangan siyang i-regulate yung automation kasi 'di ba, kapag mas gumagaling ka sa automation, mas marami kang naisip kung paano gawan siya ng pera, especially sa SMS. Kasi SMS, you can send link, and then dun sa link, pwede na silang pumunta sa certain landing page if they click that link dun sa message. 'Di ba? So, that's a potential risk dun sa mga nakaka-receive ng message na yon. Kaya, para makita nila na legit talaga yung mga nagra-run ng SMS marketing or SMS automation, eto, meron silang ginawang regulation, which is the A2P. So, kailangan natin maging compliant dun sa regulation na yon para mag-on or magamit natin yung SMS automation sa ating sub-accounts. Now, question coach, what if sa amin coach, sa training account namin, possible ba na makapag-submit kami ng compliance sa A2P? So, short answer, hindi siya possible unless you will register a US business or company. So, for example, yung gagawin natin today, this is my own LLC. So, ano din ako, yung kapag gusto nyo mag-LLC guys, you can go to Stripe Atlas. Yun yung ginamit kong agent para makapag-create ng business sa US. Or there's also other alternative, pero Stripe Atlas talaga yung ginamit ko. Even if it's quite a bit pricey, no? But aside from that, kung Philippine phone number naman yung bibilhin mo, meron namang Philippine phone number, I can show it to you later. Hindi na A2P yung tawag sa kanya. So, yung A2P is only the regulation for Canada and US na phone numbers. Outside US and Canada, ang isasubmit mo na ng compliance doon is the regulatory bundle. So, ipapakita ko din sa inyo mamaya kung saan i-click yung regulatory bundle. Alright? Now, another reason bakit importante itong topic natin tonight is it because kapag unregistered sa A2P yung phone number na binili mo, automatic mabablock yun kapag nag-run ka na ng SMS campaigns. Kaya, it's very important na yung before purchasing a phone number, at least na-prepare mo na yung process or yung requirements ng A2P. So, ano ba yung mga requirements ng A2P? Like, quick list, EIN or yung tax identification number, no, na igagamitin mo for the registration, the domain, yung website, as well as yung mga legal documents. So, specifically around EIN, yung tax number talaga. Yun talaga yung primary na kailangan doon. And that's one of the basic reason bakit hindi na-approve kapag wala pang EIN yung isang business. So, yun nga, kailangan natin i-submit for A2P para hindi ma-blacklist yung phone number na binili natin kay Go High Level. Now, ito din, silent failure. So, many JHL users losing delivery without knowing. So, ayun, by the end of the day, 'di ba, kapag walang A2P registration yung isang phone number, mahirapan sila for SMS delivery. So, if that's the case, ayan, mabablock yung phone number, mapupunta sa spammer or magkakaroon ng spammer tag or magkakaroon siya ng mga red flag and ayan, 'di ba? So, yun yung reasons. Kaya Ayan, so bottom line, this is a required skill for all system builders. So for us, na gusto nating mag-build talaga ng system and go high level, regardless if it's about funnels, automation, CRM, back-end process, onboarding, even the A2P registration, guys, it could be part of the onboarding. Pwede siyang part ng onboarding, pwede din siyang part ng audit. So, pwede mo, example, hindi nyo pa ginagamit yung SMS nung sub-account ninyo or sub-account ni client. Then, you can say, client, gusto mo bang mag-run tayo ng SMS automation? So, if ever meron si client na registered business, and then from US, tas bibili kayo ng phone number, then, ito na yung magiging resource natin kung paano natin isasubmit yung A2P or i-ano natin yung A2P registration. Okay, so now what is A2P10DLC? So A2P stands for application to person. So A, 2, and P. Application to person. And then yung meaning 10DLC is 10-digit long code. So this is the regular US phone numbers for business texting. So yung mga regular phone numbers ng US, as you can see, 10-digit long code siya. So, ang meaning ng A2P 10DLC is application to person, 10-digit long code. Now, what it really really matters. Now, career registration system for business texting designed to reduce spam and protect users. So, ginawa yung A2P 10DLC is to maprotektahan yung mga recipient nung mga messages as well as yung mga sender din na nagfa-follow sila ng regulation or nagfa-follow sila ng best practices, mapoprotektahan din sila na maganda yung reputation ng SMS marketing. Kasi ito din, one thing na hindi ako fan ng SMS marketing for the Philippines kasi unang-una, maraming lumalabas na scam sa SMS marketing dito sa Pilipinas. And pangalawa, hindi pa ganun ka, ang tawag nito, hindi pa ganun ka aware ang mga Pinoy for SMS marketing. So, usually, ginagamit yung SMS natin dito, especially yung mga programs na malalaki, for reminders. So, example, training reminders, webinar reminder, para mataas yung show up rate. Ayan, magandang gamitin yung SMS marketing para dyan. Pero for promotions, marketing, I would say yung mga successful na gumagawa lang nito, yung mga banks, yung mga bangko. Tsaka minsan pa nga, marami ding risk involved for SMS marketing in the Philippines. Pero regardless, by the end of the day, it's always about testing the waters, no? Kung nag-work ba talaga siya dun sa specific business ni client or business mo, then why not? Pero kapag yun nga, may bias na may bias na take for this is hindi pa rin talaga as of now, hindi pa ganun ka-okay yung SMS marketing sa Philippines. So, well, baka masyado na tayong lalayo. A2P, hindi siya related for the Philippines. A2P is only for phone numbers from US and Canada. Oh, wala kasing law sa Pinas about spam. Totoo yan, Sir Gio. Meron na silang ginawa yung registration nung SIM card registration. Pero still not pa din hindi pa din siya ganun ka solid na kasi pwede ka pa din mag-text ng phone ng SIM card kahit hindi naka-registered yung SIM card eh. Ayan. What happen if you don't register? What happens pag hindi mag-register sa A2P? Messages filtered or blocked. So, unang-una, ma-filter muna yan, hindi yan marireceive ng mga recipient. Pangalawa, mabablock na yan yung SMS na or yung phone number na binili mo. Low delivery rate, 20 to 30% messages each recipients. Number suspended, client campaign stop working. So, ayan kung hindi pa, 'di ba, kung nagra-run kayo ng A2P tapos hindi pa registered, I mean, nagra-run kayo ng SMS campaigns or nag-SMS marketing like nagsisend kayo ng nurturing messages. Kung hindi pa yan, kung hindi pa yan approved sa A2P, unang-una, mababa yung delivery rate niyan. Marami yung error sa sending sa mga recipients. Pangalawa, kalaunan, like few days, within a week or within the month, mabablock yung phone number na yan. So, yan yung mga reason. That's why it's very important na A2P registration muna bago SMS automation. Now, how SMS works in Go High Level? So, ito naman yun nga, si SMS. Your business, Go High Level platform, your business creates message content. And then, Go High Level platform interface. So, pumapasok yung mga leads sa Go High Level. Meron namang lead connector, Twilio and lead connector. I think parehas lang sila. White label lang si Twilio ni Go High Level. So, technically, kay Go High Level, yung tinatawag nating provider ni Go High Level is also, ayan, kung punta tayo sa settings and then punta tayo sa phone system, makita natin dito, ayan, yung mga phone numbers na pwede nating bilhin. Ayan, ayan. So, as you can see, meron tayong dalawang phone number na binili. So, here, manage phone number 1 and number 2. So, dalawa yung phone number, toll-free and local. So, eto nga, as you can see here, meron tayong phone numbers. Tapos, eto yung regulatory bundles. Di ba, sabi ko, A2P is only for US and Canada na mga business. So, outside US and Canada, ang gagamitin mo ng registration is the regulatory bundle. Dito ka na magsasubmit for address bundle or the regulatory bundle. So etong regulatory bundle, hindi pa ako rare sila na mag fail ng submission ng registration. Rare mag-fail ng registration as long as tama lahat ng business information na ibinigay ninyo. So, ayan. Pero yung A2P, recently, madalas yung pagka-cancel or pagkaroon ng issue in terms of submitting sa registration ng A2P. So, yun nga, pagka bibili ka dito ng phone number, ayan, add phone number, pwede kang makapili ng local na type or pwede ding pumili ng toll-free. Itong toll-free. Now, for local, ito yung isasubmit natin na kailangan natin i-register sa A2P. Full toll-free naman, meron ding registration si toll-free. Ito toll-free to, di ba? So, and verification required. Ito, meron siyang toll-free verification. So, kailangan din i-submit itong process na to. So, for now, skip. Yung focus natin is yung local na phone numbers. So, in terms of capabilities naman, parehas naman sila na pwedeng mag-call, mag-receive ng call, mag-send, outbound call, inbound calls. Pwede ding mag-send ng SMS or mag-receive ng SMS. Two-way pa din. Two-way SMS, two-way voice or call. Ang kaibahan lang nila, mas mahal si toll-free. Toll-free is $2.15 per month. Unlike kay local, $1.15 per month na lang. Okay? Yun yung difference ng dalawang type of US phone numbers. Now, ayan, balik tayo sa slides. So, next part, ayan, brand campaign. The 3 parts of A2P in Go High Level. Nagkakaroon ng 3 registration kay Go High Level. So first is brand registration. Pangalawa is campaign registration. And then pangatlo, ito, basic na lang to, phone number assignment. So i-connect mo na lang yung na-registered mo na campaigns and brand dun sa phone number. So first, ang kailangan mong ma-approve, una is yung brand. Pangalawa is yung campaign. Okay? So, one brand is multiple campaigns, one phone number, one campaign only. Ayan. So, for one phone number, one A2P campaign lang din yung isasubmit. So, before that, exit lang natin. Ayan. Tapos, and next part. Okay. So, first part, for the brand registration, ito, rekta na guys ha. Brand registration, ano ba yung kailangan mo? Kailangan mo ng legal business name, business address, website URL, EIN. Hindi lang to if applicable, applicable lagi talaga siya dapat. Business type. So, yung mga details na yan. So, babalikan natin yan mamaya and I'll just want to show you something dito. So, ayan. So, pupunta tayo dun sa sinabi natin kaninang A2P. So, go to Trust Centers. Ayan, from Trust Center, makikita mo dito, A2P messaging. So, ito yung registration process. So, from here, Trust Center, pwede kang mag-start registration dito. But before that, before submitting or registering sa A2P, punta ka muna sa business profile. Kasi sinabi nga natin dito na kailangan, before the start of the brand registration, nagmamatch dapat yung legal business name, business address, website URL, EIN, and business type. So pupunta tayo dito sa business profile. And as you can see here, ayan, John V Media, that is the friendly business name. Legal business name is John V Media LLC. Tapos ito pala, itong business email, mas maganda na connected siya dun sa, mas maganda na professional email siya na connected dun sa brand ninyo or sa business name ninyo. So, di ba, as you can see, our business email is jv@johnvmedia.com. Tapos, etong John V Media is what we use as our business name. So, maganda na connected yung business email mo dun sa, or yung domain na ginamit dun sa pangalan ng business. Okay? And then, the second one is, ayan, update lang natin to information na to. Tapos, business website. Uh, for business website, iibahin natin to mamaya kasi meron tayong funnel na i-update or website na i-update. Tapos, yun na yung gagamitin natin for business website para mas mataas yung chance ng approval. And then, ayan, business currency, business niche. Tapos, dito, street address. Make sure na tama yung street address na inilagay dito. So, for this one, tama tong details na to, guys, for this. Tapos, and country, of course, United States. Tapos, very important na nakalagay yung authorized representative. So, example, for this one, and sa akin, Jan Vincent Relampago, jv@janvmedia.com, position, and then phone number with the country code. So, example, if you're doing this for your client, dapat yung phone number ni client andito din. And then, aside from authorized representative, ito very important as well, business information. So, business type, so ito, LLC nga siya, so limited liability company.
LLC o gulong?
And then from here, business industry, nilagay ko online, or pwede ding internet marketing, pwede ding media. So, online na lang kasi medyo, I would say, iniisip ko mas safe siya compared to media. Kasi yung media baka, yung mainstream media, kumbaga ba, baka merong regulation doon. So, mahirapan akong ma-approve. So, online na lang yung pinili kong business industry. Business registration ID is the EIN. So, US EIN. So, yung EIN nyo, you can ask your client. Tingin ko, alam naman niya ni client eh. Lalo na pag US citizen si client. Alam niya kung ano yung EIN. Tapos, business registration number. So, inilagay ko yung business registration number dito. Tapos, yung business regions of operation. So, ayan, operation pala. So, Asia and US, Canada. Or, ay, wag nilang Asia. US, Canada yung nilagay ko dito. Ayan. Tapos, update information. So, that's it. Yan yung mga necessary na i-update sa what you call this, sa business profile. Now, sinabi ko kanina na iibahin natin tong business website. Kasi, in order for you to be approved sa A2P, eto, meron tayong pinakita. I-share ko tong link na to. This is also the same resource na binigay ni Master Leo. Ayan, si Master Leo sa portal natin. So, that's the same resources na binigay niya. I walk through the process and meron ngang mga maliliit na detalye na naiba compared to how we set up the A2P registration na provide natin dun sa portal. So, ayan. I'll just give you a few minutes. Yung friendly business name ba dapat same sa EIN document? Yung friendly business name, as long as connected siya sa connected siya sa legal business name. Alright? Kaka-start lang, yes. Alright guys, break muna tayo mga 3 minutes. Open nyo muna tong document na to and scan for more details. Kasi ayan, break muna 3 minutes. Wait lang guys. This is the um, updated na resource na binigay ni Go High Level mismo. So marami yung nagbibigay ng mga resources pero ito updated kay High Level mismo. So if you scroll down, ito A2P overview of A2P registration. A2P 10DLC registration is mandatory carrier requirement for business sending application to person or automation. Ayan. A2P SMS traffic in the United States. Registration is enforced by US cellular carriers to verify sender legitimacy, consent integrity, and message transparency. Follow the guidelines in this article to get approved and stay approved. All right, scenario number 1, mandatory phone number collection. So, ito yung naiba last time. So last time, pwede mong gawing required yung checkbox. So, and when phone number field is mandatory, mark as required, inform survey quiz, web chat widget, or calendar bookings, user cannot be forced to agree to SMS messaging in order to submit. The phone field and consent choices are separate decisions. Alright. So, ito yung first na gagawin natin right now. So, before tayo mag-register sa A2P, kailangan i-prepare muna natin yung mga kailangang um, required na mga example, ito website I have here. Meron tayong prepare for you guys. Syempre, delete natin to, delete, bam. Ayan. Tapos this one, ay wait lang, use existing panel A2P, tapos booking page, import. Okay. Alright, wait lang. Load lang natin, tas edit, new tab. So dito, unahin natin sa forms. So meron akong gagamiting form. So gagawa tayo ng form or gagamit tayo ng form. Ayan, contact us form on the website. Sige, dito na. Okay, mas gusto ko yung basic na form lang. Ay, actually, okay na yun. Okay na pala to. Okay. So, unang-una, first name, pangalawa, last name, phone number, email. So, yung email, unahin ko lang, phone number, last. Tapos, please write your message or remove ko na tong please write your message. So, lalagay ko dito, opt-in form. Opt-in form. Tapos, and lalagay ko on the website. Tapos, submit. Now, ang sinabi dito, pinakaunang sinabi is, di ba? Ito, when a phone number field is mandatory, mark as required in form, survey quiz, with chat widget, or calendar booking, user cannot be forced to agree to SMS messaging in order to submit. The phone field and consent choices are separate decisions. So dapat, etong phone number, mas maganda na hindi mo siya ire-required. Hindi siya ire-required as well as yung magiging, yung ilalagay natin na terms and condition or etong TNC, this one. So, ika-copy paste natin tong binigay ni consent, the checkbox must be distinct. Number 1, ito. So, dapat hindi required din tong isang to. So, iibahin natin mamaya yung, sorry, yung, ito, merong business name, yung placeholder. lalagyan natin ng business name, yung John V Media. Pero, pinaka-importante na disable or unclick itong required. So, unclick itong required. And then, as you can see here, sinabi na separate dapat and consent checkboxes must be distinct for marketing and non-marketing messages. So subscribers can opt into one, both, or neither. Make sure two checkboxes with the following exact messages. So checkbox number 1, yung number 1, pangalawa, ito another, checkbox number 2. Ayan. So, remove lang natin yung open and close parentheses. Don't worry guys, itong ginawa ko ngayon, gagawin ko tong, what you call this? Snapshot para magamit ninyo, para mas mabilis na lang i-update sa inyo. Okay, so unang-una, ito, edit natin to. Control C muna natin. Isahin pa. Bam. Tapos, ayun. And then, make sure na hindi required. So, not required yung checkbox, not required yung phone number. So, eto. And then, from here, I consent to receive marketing text messages from business name is John V Media. John V Media. At the phone number provided. Frequency may vary. Message and data rates may apply. Text help to assistance, for assistance, reply, stop to opt out. Okay, so stop to opt out. And then pangalawa, I consent to receive non-marketing text messages. So di ba kanina, marketing text messages, ito non-marketing text messages. From, again, lalagay natin ulit, John V Media. About use case from or campaign description. So for example, pwede natin dito booking reminders and appointment reminders. Okay, so business name should match what's on the document of CP5 575. Tingnan ko nga yan kung meron akong document na ganyan. I think so. Right. Dapat daw mag-match yung business name sa CP57514-147C. Ayan, meron akong 147C. Let's see. Okay, and then mag-match siya sa BAM. Thank you. So, treasury referred to. Okay. So, kailangan talagang ilagay yung LLC. Well, no problem. Okay lang naman kasi parehas lang naman, close naman yung yung brand name and John V Media LLC. Bam. And then this part as well. Bam. Or pwede nating ayusin na OC, no? And John V Media LLC. Copy-paste natin yan. Same did this one. Ayan. About, meron ba silang binigay na if you have an EIN for your company but you want to use a different brand name for your message, can add we are doing DBA as business name in the, okay. So later on, okay, appointments, updates, about updates, appointment, confirmation, and reminders. Bam. Message and data rates may apply. Text help for assistant. Reply stop to opt out. Dapat kompleto yan. So, okay na tayo for this part. And then, lalagay natin yung terms of service and privacy policy. So last, dito sa pinakababa, yung footer is the terms and condition as well as the privacy policy. So pwedeng lagay natin text na lang, text. Yan, text. Tapos ilalagay natin dito, similar to this one, terms and service and privacy policy. Terms and service. Tapos, bigyan natin ng space. Privacy policy. Yan. Tapos, liliitan lang natin to. Gawin lang nating regular paragraph. Ayan. And then, etong terms and service, privacy policy, dapat connected. Terms of service. And, so dapat ito, i-connect natin to sa terms of service page and privacy policy page. So yung terms and service page tsaka privacy policy page natin, yan, i-connect natin yan mamaya after connecting our domain. So save lang natin. Ayan, save na natin siya. Tapos, the next part is to complete this page, yung opt-in page natin, yung parang home page. So dito, lalagyan natin yung logo. Importante na ilalagay natin yung logo dito. So this one. Okay? And then, yung phone number, ilalagay natin dito yung binili nating phone number. So go to settings. And then here. Yan. Importante na kung ano yung phone number na isasubmit natin for A2P. And phone service, phone system. Yun yung gagamitin natin for itong local. This one, itong local. Copy paste and then replace natin yan. Bam. And then instead of, height gawin natin 100. Yan, instead of call for a free estimate, kasi hindi naman tayo nag-estimate, call for a free consultation. Consultation. Ayan, tapos schedule a free consultation. Tapos, i-connect natin yung calendar natin dito. Yung example, our discovery call calendar.
Ayos ah.
Ayos talaga. Rinig kita, bro.
Ay.
Minute ko na. Baka may mga masabi na not for... Okay. So connected, we recommend you review what's this? Terms and condition. Terms and condition before booking and inspection. So ilalagay actually natin yan sa footers. Iko-complete natin to guys. Wait lang guys ha. Kompletuhin natin to. Before that, punta muna tayo dito sa calendar na to. Etong calendar na to, gusto natin tong i-edit. So, pangalan ng calendar, John V. Media Discovery Call. So, punta tayo sa calendars, bam. Kailangan dun sa calendar, yung form na ginawa natin kanina, yung dapat, yung opt-in form sa calendar. So, John V. Media Discovery Call, this is the calendar. And then notification. And then go to, forms and payments. Tapos dito, instead of default, yung opt-in form, yung gagamitin natin. Save. And then, makikita natin dito, ayan. Yung nilagay natin kanina na mga, terms and condition. Ito, for example, this one. Uy, hindi nag-a-appear Edit natin yung form. Edit natin yung form. Mabilisan lang. Bam. Ito yung form. So, hindi siya nag-a-appear. So, let's check the style. Colors and background. So, input, background color, white, input text. Okay naman. Try natin yung layout. Text primary color. Save. Ah, tama nga bro. Galing, galing. Magaling ka. Ay, mas malaking ano ah. Advance. So, tingnan natin. Ganun pa din. So, ginawa siyang transparent. So, I think, konting troubleshooting lang. Wait lang.
Transparent din yung background.
Oo, transparent din ata yung input fields, font color. Yung font color, black naman. Okay. Title, border color, font color, form, border color,
Nasa
label.
Scarlett ako.
Ayan. Eto na guys. Tapos, same as this one, label. Kulit no? Isa-isahin pa. Ayan, save natin. Tapos, reload. Ayan, okay na. So, terms of service and privacy policy, mamaya natin i-connect yung mga pages. Pero as you can see, yung ginamit natin kanina or ginawa nating opt-in form, lumabas na siya. 'Di ba? So, first name, required, basta merong asterisk, meaning yan, required. Required field, first name, required field, last name, email, phone number, hindi required, para mas mataas yung chance. And then, hindi din required itong I consent na checkbox. As well as hindi dapat siya required, hindi din dapat siya naka-pre-select. Kasi pwede mo tong i-pre-select eh. Pwede siyang automatic na meron na siyang check. So hindi pwede yon. Dapat blanco dapat yan. Dapat yung mag-a-approve nito or mag-check niyan is yung recipient. Alright? Ganun siya dapat. So okay na tayo for the calendar. Now, next part naman na gagawin natin is ayan, to create the privacy policy ng mga pages. So, save lang natin to, save. And then, let's go back. Go back. So, importante yung merong logo guys ha. Importante yung logo dun sa baba. So, meron tayo dito, meron tayong sample na privacy policy and sample na terms and condition. So, new tab lang natin. Pero yung sa website coach, dapat hindi yung phone number na i-register lang sa A2P ang naka-display. Um, Tingin ko okay lang din na ilagay yung phone number na i-register pa lang kasi ang gusto mong ipakita doon na going forward, once approved na, ganun yung process na gagawin mo. Test natin mamaya. Let's see mamaya kung privacy policy. Tanggalin natin tong A2P compliant. Ayan, privacy policy lang. So privacy policy last month updated. So this one is month is January. January, day is, anong date? 23, 2020, 2026. Introduction, location name or John V. Media. So, ang location name para safe na lang talaga, siguro i-replace ko na lang siya ng LLC. Kasi pwede mo naman siyang tanggalin later on, pero para, ano na, para, ayan, location name, ano ba yung nilalagay sa location? Yes, yes. Friendly business name talaga yung nilalagay. Okay. So try ko na lang siguro for now na isasubmit ko yung mga yan. Introduction, location name, custom value para lumabas yung John V Media LLC. Tanggalin ko lang yung space. Yan. Tapos save ulit. And then privacy policy explains how we collect, blah, 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 blah. Ano pa yung meron dito? Information, opt-out, cookies, we share, service, and location name, andito din. So, location name, andito din. Alright? And then, opt-in, email opt-out, SMS opt-out, location name, address, phone number, location phone, location email. So make sure yung mga details na to, location, address, phone number, eto business phone, kailangan ko tong ibahin. So business phone, I can use this one. Business phone, and then, and save ko lang. Tapos, address, location, email. So, okay naman yung email. Alright? So, okay na sila lahat. Save ko lang. And then, lipat ako dun sa pangalawang page, which is the sample terms and condition. So, this one, edit ko lang din siya. Bam. Alright. So, dito, last updated, lalagay din natin, January 23, 2026. Tapos, terms and condition, location name, opt-out, opt-in. Insert message frequency. You will receive, ano ba yung message frequency na ilalagay natin dito? As always, message and data rates may apply for any messages sent to you from us and to us from you. You will receive, ano nga daw yun? Message frequency. Ano ba yung magandang ilagay natin dito? Daily, wait, tanggalin natin yung naka-highlight. Remove talaga, ayan. Ayan, daily. Weekly na lang, weekly messages from us. And then, if you have any questions about your text plan or data plan, it is best to contact your wireless provider. All right, and then insert link to privacy policy. So, ilalagay natin yung privacy policy link dito. So, save lang natin to para ma-connect na natin yung mga links. Gagaya nito, yung mga links, we will connect the domain. So, connect natin yung domain and make sure that the domain that you will use, eto, natutunan ko last process pa, na mas mataas yung chance na ma-approve ka sa A2P kapag yung gamit mo na domain is also relevant and connected to the business. Example, for my business name is Janv Media LLC. So yung domain ko janvmedia.com. So hindi siya, 'di ba? Hindi siya magkakaroon ng conflict. Bakit ka gumagamit ng ibang domain? Ito naman pangalan ng business mo. So at least, 'di ba, around the words or the variation of your business name. So, yun yung natutunan ko last time and meron akong isang time na hindi na-approve yung brand registration. It's because hindi pa updated yung EIN nung client. Meaning, eto din guys, may mga instances na hindi ma-approve yung business kapag less than 45 days, 45 working days pa na-register yung business. Example, yung business mo na-register last month pa lang. Sa US to guys if ever your client, na-register yung business niya last month pa lang. So, hindi talaga siya ma-approve. By that time, I'm not sure ngayon, pero that time, yan yung sinabi nung support na kailangan 45-year-old, days old na yung business from the date na nag-register siya para updated na yung EIN and mag-a-appear na yung EIN sa person na mag-check nung A2P registration. Pwede di ba gamit sa domain? Anong pwede di ba gamit sa domain? Ano yan, Jonah? Ayusin mo. Okay, so add ko, pwede subdomain. Meaning mo, subdomain ba? Oo, subdomain yung gagamitin ko. Instead na root domain yung gagamitin, pwede kang gumamit ng subdomain. So, para hindi na subdomain na yung yes, subdomain yung gagamitin ko. So dito, connect domain, tapos lalagay ko go.johnvmedia.com. Tapos continue, tapos open ko lang Hostinger kasi andito yung DNS records para mai-connect ko lang ng maayos yung domains. Ayan, continue. Tapos, ayan, login lang. Ayan, so, tapos, doing business as. Yes. Tama pala, tama. Pero, ayan, kung kaya niyong makuha yung domain na related to your business, mataas talaga yung chance na approve yun. Kasi, ang ginagawa ng mga nag-check ng A2P, manual kasi yan guys. I'm not sure kung ginagawa nila ngayon, ano yan ngayon. Ginagawa nilang automated. Pero before like 5 months ago, manual lahat ng pag-check ng A2P. Kaya kung meron silang nakikitang possible na loophole, dun nila kayo, ayan, dun ka nila i-disapprove. Ito, ayan. DNS, tapos lalagay lang natin yung records. Okay, so CNAME lang muna natin and then go and then bam. Tingnan natin kung ma-approve. Meron siyang CAA daw eh. So okay, remove daw lahat ng CAA records. And this one, delete. Kasi itong mga CAA na to, default to ni ano. So wag niyo tong gagawin guys kung luma na yung ano luma na yung domain. Ito kasi default to ni Hostinger. Kulit ni Hostinger no ah, dapat hindi na lang nila nilalagyan ng default para malinis. Nilalagyan ng mga default records eh, yung A record tsaka CNAME. Delete lang natin to lahat. Yan. Yan. Tapos isa pa. Okay. And then, balik tayo. Isa pa. Continue. Okay. Add tayo ng CAA. Ano yung mga... Yun lang. Okay? So, add tayo ng subdomain. Okay. Ayan, ililink natin dun sa ginawa natin kanina. Website. Asan yung website natin na yun? Nakalimutan ko yung pangalan ng website. Ito na lang, dito na lang. Connect domain. Ito, go. And then save. So, i-fix lang natin yung mga links na to. Publish. Fix lang natin yung mga links. So, go back to the website builder. And then go to settings. So, replace natin yung path. Lalagay natin dito booking. Tapos ito din, replace natin 3 dot settings. Then lalagyan natin, remove natin yung sample. Remove natin yung sample. Ayan. As well as this one, settings, terms and condition. Ganun din, terms and condition. Ayan. Tapos itong isa, pwedeng consultation or booking, ganun. Pwede siyang ganun. Pwedeng opt-in. Okay na yung opt-in. So dito, as you can see, meron na tayong isang page for privacy policy. Hindi pa nag-a-appear. Isa pang page for, and then ito din, opt-in. Okay, so tingnan natin bakit siya hindi ayan. Okay na siya. Mali lang yung link ngayon. So isa pa, settings, terms and conditions. Tapos tanggalin natin to, tanggalin natin yung sample. Coach, question po sana, pag-check ba ng A2P homepage lang ang i-check? Advisable na instead yung actual na website, ipapacheck, gawa na lang ng dami. Yes, gawa po kayo ng dami. Gawa kayo ng dami. Tapos, eto din isa, terms condition. And meron na tayong dalawang links for privacy policy and terms of condition. Mas maganda na na outside. Tatanggalin natin to guys. A2P compliant mobile messaging. Kasi guide lang yun eh. So yung link natin for terms and condition and privacy policy, ito na yung i-connect natin dun sa form, di ba? Sa form, sa footer nung website or nung funnel. So i-connect na natin siya. Ito sa baba, ayan, connect the privacy policy. So remove natin to, bam. And then privacy policy, copy paste, and then add it here. Bam. And then save and publish. And publish. Tapos, balik tayo dun sa homepage. Balik tayo sa homepage or yung opt-in. Sample, ito. Dito sa opt-in, ayan, sa opt-in, ilalagay natin dito sa gitna yung terms and condition and privacy policy. Actually, meron akong ginawa dati. Mas gusto ko yun. A2P funnel. Yung A2P funnel na ginawa ko dati, guys. A2P. Wait lang, ang daming screen eh. This one, mas trip ko tong template na to. For footer. Ay, parehas lang pala. Okay. So yun nga, ilalagay na lang natin sa baba yung terms and condition privacy policy. So instead na um, one more time, ayusin ko lang. Tapos participants. So instead na one row, tatlong row, pwede 2 columns na lang, 2 columns. Tapos this one sa left. Tapos mas maganda pala na full width. And rotate the entire width. Tapos, one more. Ay, mali. Yan. Tapos dito, paragraph, privacy, policy, sa baba, terms and condition. Ayan. Tapos i-connect natin yung dalawang links. Terms and condition, bam. Yan. Align right lang natin para merong style kahit papano. Tapos, ito din sa taas. Connect lang natin yung privacy policy. Bam. And then, okay. Then, color. Para may dating naman kahit papano. Pangit tong yellow. Lalo na. And black kasi yan. So, branding na lang. White na lang natin to. Ayan, white. Para visible. Oh, ayaw ah. Ayan, tapos ito din. Okay. Okay. So, ayan na siya. Last na lang is yung form na ginawa natin kanina. So, go to forms and then opt-in. So, i-connect din natin yung privacy policy and terms and condition. Layo. So, this one as well. New window. Basta ang idea talaga niya, for compliance talaga siya, guys. Kaya, make sure na yung mga maliit na detalye, save. So, oy, yun lang, boss. Mali. Back. Isa pa. Tingnan natin kung hindi na-update yun. Ayan. Terms, condition, privacy policy. Lakihan lang natin ng konti. Para hindi sila Okay. So, let's check yung links. So, the phone number is added. Terms and condition, opt-in, malito. Dapat yung terms and condition, papunta sa terms and condition page. Broken, ayan. Dito. Yan. And then, save. So, terms and condition, mali. O, opt-in, bali. Di, sakit, ano ah. Tigas ulo ah. Okay. Coach, if naka-subdomain yung opt-in website mo, yung subdomain din mailalagay sa privacy when you visit our website custom field. Ano yung when you were visit? Ano yun? Sorry, hindi ko na-gets yung... Wait lang. Ito, terms and conditions. Ayan, okay na. So, nag-terms and condition na siya. Bam. Tanggalin natin yung sample. Yung keyword na sample. Okay? Tapos, if we click one of the form, ayan, as you can see, meron ng terms of service and privacy policy. Tapos, unrequired yung phone, unrequired din yung consent. So, ganito siya. So, meron lang weird na format yung form. Kaya, ibahin natin. Forms, radius, background. Okay. Default field, hindi. Ito pala, margin and padding. Grabe ka naman sa 10,200. Yan. Alright. Yung location name. Bro, naka-base dun sa business name na nilagay mo. Lang. Wait lang. Mamaya guys, mawawala ako sa ano. Sa focus. Okay. So, ganun yung process. So, meron tayong terms and conditions, terms of service, privacy policy, and then schedule. And then, meron pa additional terms of condition, another here sa left. 'Di ba? Pag may reason pa sila to cancel. No, hindi naman. So, ayan. Nawiwirduhan ako pag may scroll, ano guys. Wait lang guys. I see. Tingin ko talaga it's because of label width. Okay na muna yan for now. Ayan, auto margin. And then the next part is to complete na the whole process. So meron na tayo dito, no pre-selection of checkboxes, footer link, scenario number 2, optional phone number collection. So I consent, receive marketing business at the, okay. Ito naman yung process kapag, ito na, ay okay. So scenario number 1 pala, ito yung mandatory na phone number collection. Okay, so ito pala yung mandatory. It means dun sa form, ayan, sa form, pwede mong i-required, pwede mo tong i-required tong phone number na to. So this is the process. So meron din siyang option o scenario number 2, optional lang yung phone number collection. So kung optional siya, ito naman yung dalawang checkboxes. So for us, ang gagamitin ko is the optional. Kasi hindi naman super relevant for us yung phone number sa marketing process namin. So gagamitin ko optional na lang. So i-disable ko yung required and then replace ko yung and dalawang consent form. Separate na consent form. So this one, bam, and then business name is John V. And then yung isa din, ganun din. Copy paste. Tapos business name, John V Media. About updates, appointment, reminders, and confirmation. Reminders. Ay, naku. And confirmation. assistance reply to opt out. So that's that one, and then save. And then business name should be, and blah, blah, blah. No pre-selection checkboxes, footer links, no forced consent, universal footer, terms and condition, accessibility, ensure legal links are not obscured, transparency, user must be able to review how their data will be handled. Okay. So, all right. So, goods na tayo dun. Okay na tayo for the Sige, eto na tayo. Dito na tayo sa terms of service clauses. So, prepared na yung eto. So, etong opt-in, eto na yung gagamitin natin for replace na lang muna natin for now. Para, yun nga, di ba marami yung hindi na-approve. So, para panigurado talaga, replace na lang natin muna yung business website. So, ayan, for me, siguro yan yung gagawin ko talaga para ma-approve lang. Kasi after 7 days, pwede naman ibalik dati. Tapos balik tayo dun sa phone systems. And then let's go to Trust Center. And then let's start the registration. And then, ito na yung process. So first, in which country is your business entity registered? So, United States. Does the business that's registering have a tax or USA? And yes. And then, continue. So, business name, John V Media LLC. Business type, LLC sole. And then, ID, EIN, tapos EIN natin dito. Tapos, business email, online, website URL. Di ba? So, kung ano yung nilagay natin dun sa business information, ito, yan lang din yung lalabas dito um, sa brand. Tapos, continue. Country, United States, Delaware, Wilmington, street address, postal code. Continue. And then, first name, representative, yun ganyan din, yun lang din, as authorized representative, lalabas din siya dito. So, yun nga guys, pinaka-importante talaga before starting A2P, aside dun sa mga websites, landing pages, and yung privacy policy, to complete itong general information, business physical address, business information, and authorized representative. And then, position, CEO, continue. And then, verify your email. Kailangan yung ginamit na email address doon, totoo. Kasi, i-verify, lalabas yung OTP niyan. So, check ko lang yung email ko saglit. Okay, ayan, siguro dito na lang. Ayan, so si GHL, copy-paste lang natin. Balik tayo doon. Bam, paste, verify. Ayan, email verified. So, ito yung importante, brand type. Low volume standard or high volume standard. So, recommended kapag up to 6,000 segments. Yung segments, guys, it's like text messages. So, kung hindi naman aabot ng 6,000 text messages per day, low volume. Pero kung aabot up to 600,000 segments or text per day, then high volume. So, ito lang. I acknowledge that the brand and campaign registration one time magbabayad ng 24 or $25 will be charged, and then additional $3 cost for the fast track program is included, which helps in getting campaign approved and in 3 working days. Campaign fee will also be charged in case of the campaign failure and resubmission. Additional campaign fee up to $11 per month will apply in accordance with the TCR rules of both failed and approved campaigns. So, eto, merong campaign fee na $11 per month, no, regardless kung approve or disapprove, as long as mag-submit ka nung brand campaign. So, eto lang, be worry lang na merong mga extra expenses. especially for your client, let them know na client, meron tayong charge na $25 for the brand and campaign registration, one-time payment, as well as additional na $3 for fast track program para ma-approve tayo ng mabilis. And also, $11 per month regardless kung approve or failed yung campaign na nira natin. So, those kind of um, fees, kailangan aware yung client na guys, for the sake na magawa natin to, magbabayad tayo ng $25. So, ayan, babayaran natin yan. Saan ko ba gagamitin tong A2P na to? So, dapat, okay, since babayaran naman, gagamitin na natin yung A2P. And, just to give you an idea, guys, ayun, let's see kung ma-approve ba to kasi matagal na naman yung LLC ko pero as you all know from the Philippines, 'di ba? So tingnan natin kung ma-approve ba or there are few things na kailangan nila from my end. So continue, low volume and then use case description. All right. So use case description, tingnan natin meron bang provide si high level for business identity clause, opt-out, support, liability. Always, as always, message and data. Data rates may apply for any messages sent to you from us to us. We will receive. Okay. All right. Opt-out. So, meron akong pwede natin gamiting messaging. Yung sa ano natin. 30 pesos para makabawi. Napa-register ng A2P nang wala sa oras, no? Documents. Tingin ko mag-work pa naman to. Okay. Ayan, so this one, wait lang guys Masyadong ano yung screen eh. Ang daming naka-float. Okay. So, minimize ko lang. So, the messaging is this one. I put. Alright. So, use case. Balik tayo doon. Ito, case description. Bam. Gamitin natin to. Nakuha ko to from message sample number 1. Okay, ito na nga. So, business name, John V Media LLC. Sends appointment confirmation reminder text to customer who opt in when booking a consultation at your website link. 'Di ba? Kaya kailangan nating unahin tong website kasi magagamit natin yung mga text later on. So, copy-paste lang yung link. By checking an optional SMS consent checkbox. So, optional lang yung SMS checkbox natin doon. Message include appointment date and time, preparation details. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply. Reply, stop to opt out. Help for help. Privacy. So, privacy policy. Link. Itong isa. Yan. Paste lang natin. And then, terms and condition. Ay, mali. Ay, mali. Balik natin doon. Bam. Tapos, sample message number 1. So, ito pa, isa pa. Don't worry, I will give you the template later. Hey, lead first name. Pwede mo lagay dito, Jan. Sample lang. Jan, it's JV. Pwede natin dito, JV from Jan V Media. Jan V Media. You have confirmed for date, January 30. Confirm for January 30 at 11 a.m. And 11 a.m. Reply stop to unsubscribe. Yan. Tapos number 2, may fee ba every resubmit? Based on what I understand kanina, sinabi naman na per month eh. Per month kung regardless submit or hindi. Ay na ano hindi. Tapos one time naman yung 25. So yan pa yung i-confirm natin. Based on based on your experience, meron bang fee every submission? One
Meron.
time lang. Meron? Okay. How much is the fee per submission, every submission?
May nakalagay yata dyan kasi alam ko may nakalagay dyan eh kung magkano.
Kanina nabasa ko, per month eh, regardless kung approve or hindi. So, iniisip ko, parang as long as nag-start ka ng campaign, yun na yung start nung day one. So, after 30 days, regardless kung approve or hindi, meron ng bayad na $11. Tingnan natin, mamaya. Hello. Hello, John. I'm JV at John V Media. Media. Reminder of your consultation. So, yung date, January 30 at 11 a.m. AM. On, di ba? Tapos, the message will include embedded link, cannot be changed without submitting new campaign, phone number, age, content, hindi. Content related to financial services, hindi naman. So, continue lang natin. Bam, ano ba to? See example. Ay, okay. Continue. And then, that's it. I think that's it. So, last pala. Opt-in method. Meron pa guys. Opt-in method, website, Facebook, ayan. Website form. Number 1, free, ayan. Entering phone number, dapat hindi required. Consent, the details, terms and condition. Yes, meron na po lahat. Okay na po tayo dyan. Opt-in form, URL. Share a publicly accessible link to the website form where users enter their phone number, opt-in messages. So, copy-paste lang natin tong opt-in. Bam. And then, how do you contact to opt-in messages? Wait lang. How do you users opt in or how do contacts opt in to messages? So meron siyang sample dito. Copy paste natin or actually this one. End users opt into via website form by visiting and completing a form that collects their phone number. Users can optionally consent. Or meron pang mas maganda dito. Ito isang mas relevant dun sa gusto natin. Users opt in when booking at. So dito ilalagay natin. Booking at by checking an optional checkbox that state I consent to receive SMS appointment messages from John V Media LLC. Message frequency varies, message data reply stop. Cancel links are provided on the page to the privacy policy and terms and condition. All right, very nice. And then last, opt-in message. You have successfully opted in. Okay. Successful opt-in. So ilalagay natin dito, wala tayong ano. You have, di ba siya nakaka-copy? So, Yan, wait lang guys. Since hindi nakaka-copy yung sample text. Yan, copy paste. Screenshot nyo, tas i-copy paste nyo. Yan. Diba? You have successfully opted into the to opt in to receive a notification promotional SMS from John V. Media. Media, please reply stop if you need to opt out in the future. Okay? And then business website site checklist. Ensure your opt-in form on website meets the following career and platform guidelines. My website is live, accessible, error-free. My website clearly displays my business name, contact details, address. Okay, so wala tayong address. We need to add the address. Okay, so lagay tayo ng isa pang dito na lang siguro sa taas. Location, location, and then let's use this one. Okay. Ayan. Tapos save natin. Alam niyo yun. Papanik nga ako, nakalima na ako ha. Buti na lang na okay na. Sakit naman yung 5. Pero ano talaga, nagiging ano talaga guys, nagiging mahirap yung pag-register ng A2P ngayon. Sana mag one time lang to. Any DBA or alternative business names used are clearly disclosed on the site if applicable. Okay. I have provided my business website URL and the opt-in form URL. My opt-in method is clearly shown, paper form. My opt-in flow includes all required disclosure, stop, help, consent language, publish, terms and publish. My website does not reference purchase intent affiliate list. Ayan, okay naman yan lahat. Tapos, review application. Ayan, so, goods lahat. Opt-in, image URL, opt-in message, then submit. Yan. And then pray. Prayers na yung next. Understand I may be charged for rejected submission caused by non-compliant submissions. So, meron nga siyang extra cost. Try nga natin how much is the cost for failed A2P registration in JHL. Okay, failed A2P registration in Go High Level usually requires a resubmission which incurs a non-refundable $15 campaign vetting fee for each new attempt. The $15 is the $11 na monthly. I'm not sure if monthly. Ay, ito nga, failed attempt cost $15 per campaign. Ayun nga, $15. And then, ayun, one time naman yung low volume. So, $15. Okay? Tapos,
Kada submit, coach.
for resubmit.
Kaya pala umiiyak yung player. Umiiyak. 4 na reject, coach eh. Ano siya eh, massage pa?
Oo nga eh. Sakit ng 4. Ano,
Oo,
60.
kaya nga ano eh, coach eh. Hindi na muna ako kumikibo. Hindi ko alam paano sasagutin. Pero coach, meron akong kasabay nun na political campaign naman siya.
Mm.
Nag-upload naman. Di ko alam kung minsan coach, sinunod ko naman yung latest. Hindi kaya dahil depende sa niche din. Di kaya.
Depende sa swerte. Hindi,
Swerte.
totoo, nagsasubmit sila ng almost like 100 submissions per month sa A2P.
Ah,
Tapos almost 100% yung approval before this month. So yung bago yung after this month or early this year,
coach.
doon na lumalabas yung madalas na silang na-fail. Same process lang daw yung ginagawa nila.
Oo.
So that's something na we need to okay, so hello, this is a no reply, reach out, date, see, submitted for review. Akala ko approved na. Bin-approve. Okay, approve na tayo for brand. Di ba, mabilis lang yung brand, guys. Mabilis lang yung brand. Yung campaign will take few days, mga 3 days to... Ayan, di ba? As you can see, approve na for brand. Campaign status in progress. So, it will take 3 to 1 week or... Kasi naka-fast track na yun eh. Siguro 1 week. So, that's the process. And then, gusto nyo ba yung... gusto nyo bang gawing snapshot yung funnel natin kanina or yung website na ginawa natin? Mamaya, CNAM na CNA. So, phone system, trust center. Ayun, okay, akala ko approve na din yung campaign eh. So in progress pa yan. Swerte na lang tayo kung ma-approve yan for 1 day. Pero
3
usually few days.
days pa yan, coach, mga ganyan. 3 to 4 days. Kabisado ko na yung coach. 4 na submission pa naman.
Alright. So ganun lang yung A2P process, guys. Sa mga naku-curious kung paano siya gagawin. And then balik lang tayo dito. Ito, the most important parts. The use case selection, sample message template. So, ibibigay namin sa inyo yung template is including the snapshot para magamit ninyo. And then, bad example, kung very short lang siya, mas maganda na user provide consent by checking the blah 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 blah. And then, must includes these 4 elements. Checkbox, web form, verbal agreement, written sign up, where the form is located, website URL, what type of messages, how to opt out, yung important elements. Pinakita naman natin kanina. So, typical approval timeline, 1 to 3 days. So, eto, outdated na to, guys. Sorry for the wrong info here. The brand registration, the brand ba yun or campaign registration, it's 25 USD, $25. Tapos yung fast track, $3, $11 naman yung payment. So, bale, every resubmission, meron kang $15 na babayaran. So, importante. Okay, monthly campaign fee. Meron ding for low volume, $1.70 per month. And then, what else? What else are the necessary payments? Yung kanina pinakita $15 for resubmission, $25 na one time. Okay, so yun nga, ang basis kasi natin dun sa nilagay nating presentation is dito. Pero nagmahal na siya. Nagmahal na yung A2P. Siguro ang dami na lang ina-approve. Nagtumaas yung demand. So, that's the process. Question so far, guys. Question so far. This recording will be available as well as the template snapshot that we use for the whole process. No, ibibigay namin doon sa gusto niyo ba separate siya sa portal or within the Gusto niyo ba separate siya dito sa portal yung A2P? Lalagay natin sa baba. Do you like that or lalagay na lang natin sa like the same way ngayon, intensive training. Tapos if you scroll down sa intensive training, well, ilalagay din naman natin sa weekly call. Tapos andito yung A2P registration.
Maganda, coach.
Separate. Sige, separate para mas mabilis makita. Ano yun, Sir Desmond?
Tama, coach, yung pwede doon sa ano, yung sa A2P para meron tayong babalikan.
Oo,
Kasi
lagyan ng
pag,
red alert.
kasi coach, pag sinunod, yun yung luma eh, di ba? Yung ganun yung sinundan ko eh. So parang bago na ito, coach, pag nilagay mo doon sa A2P.
Yes, oo.
Oo.
Tsaka meron na nga siyang mga recent na mas ano na siya, strict compared dati, di ba?
Oo, yes, coach. Kasi baka gayahin ng mga susunod na ano ba, coach, mga susunod na batch, 'di ba?
Oo. Sige.
Maguguluhan sila. Pero sa totoo, coach, nagamit ko pa yung ano yung huli mong ano instruction na A2P. Ang bilis kaya na-approve. Parang 2 days lang yata, 3 days eh.
Kailan yun, Sir, ano,
Nung
Sir
ano,
Desmond?
coach, nung last year, bago, siguro mga
Mm.
November.
Yes, mga before,
November.
yeah, before early this year. Yun
Opo,
yung
opo.
ano nila,
Coach.
concern nila.
Tapos nung nag-December na, tapos January, yan na, medyo humirap na. Kaya nga confident ako doon, coach, nakadalawa kagad akong client na in A2P. Tapos sabi ko, masusunod lang, susundin ko lang yung nauna. Tapos doon na nagkano, doon na nagkakamote na hindi na ma-approve.
Yun lang, di ba? So, mas maganda updated na to, guys. Tsaka, as you can see, the whole process, ano talaga to, parang sigurista. Kung nakita nyo ba lahat, even the website URL dun sa business information, iniba natin, ginamitan natin ng sub-account. Para regardless kung ano man yung i-check, kasi manual yung nag-check nito, guys eh. Kung i-check man nila yung website, na hindi yung ginawa natin ng purpose for A2P submission, makita nila doon, di ba? Isa lang sila. So, walang butas, kumbaga. Suswertihan na lang talaga to. Dasal na lang yung gagawin natin. Pero as you can see kanina, maganda na na-approve kaagad yung brand. So, we're just waiting for the campaign approval and ayan, hopefully, di ba? Dasal na lang after. Okay. Coach, how much idea? Ay, speaking of rate, yep. Very, very nice. So, balik tayo dun sa ano. Okay. So now, common reasons for rejection, vague yung use case, spam-like messages, missing opt-in explanation, mismatch between business and campaign, and then best practices for GHL builders, always use opt-in forms, add SMS compliance. Ano, pinakita naman lahat kanina. Where to find A2P and Go High Level. So dito, saan daw makikita yung A2P? Ay, okay na pala yun. Live walkthrough. Ay, sige. So for A2P na process, this one you can charge around $100, no? Kahit i-fix nyo na lang $100 for submission for approval ng A2P. Bakit $100 fix amount yan, coach? Because unang-una, lalo na pag ma-approve ka agad yung A2P, this could be a potential um, project or magkakaroon ng trust sa'yo yung client ba? So, ang gusto mong gawin doon, kasi pwede naman nilang gawin yung A2P sa part nila eh. Pero 'di ba, mas gusto gagawin namin to for you with low price para if ever maganda yung working relationship natin, maganda yung communication ko sa'yo, maganda yung result ng A2P na na-register natin, we can work on something bigger in the future. So, technically, ang gagawin natin sa A2P, it's a lead generation na na process. It's not literally lead generation kasi bayad ka naman nun, di ba? But the idea is um, gusto mong mag-offer ng mga murang prices para kapag there's something that they need with Go High Level in the future, alam na nila kung sino yung lalapitan. So, nag-ano ka lang ba, parang ginagamit mo siya as hook, as a lead magnet, kumbaga, but in a low price. So, pwede kayong mag-create ng mga ganong low ticket offer. Ayan, di ba? Master talaga. Yun si JC, tama, sinabi ni JC. Low ticket offer. Para ongoing para let's say, naghahanap sila ng funnel builder, naghahanap sila ng someone that can do automation. So, yeah, alam na nila kung saan pupunta. Kasi maganda yung working relationship ninyo. Tapos, then aside from that, we can also use tingnan natin kung anong sasabihin ni proposal builder, guys. So, let's go to proposal builder, bam. How much do I price for an A2P registration for a marketing agency business? One-time set up process for business, add on existing projects. 'Di ba? Ganun din yung pricing niya, 100 to 200. Hourly rate, model, $15 to $300 per hour. Time required, yes, very, very attainable, 2 to 4 hours. And then, that's it. Price range, 150 to 250. Ayan. So, ganun yung sabi ni proposal builder. So, 100, 150, tapos create a detailed proposal proposal for this offer. Details tuloy, detail dapat. Ayan. Project overview, scope of work, 'di ba? Pricing 200 kasi maharami. Kasi marami yung nilagay sa scope of work. Timeline, day 1 to 1 week. You will approve their A2P. So, eto guys, ganun siya. Ganun lang yung gagawin nyo din for proposal builder.
Coach, Coach,
Yes.
So,
Coach,
ever since the world began, okay,
Ay, wait. Saan? Sige, Sir Desmond.
Coach, sa builder natin, pagka halimbawa Australian dollar, paano yun? Iko-convert mo na lang siya yung dollar, yung USD dyan.
Sabihin mo, how
Pwede
about
sabihin. Okay.
about AUD pricing? Ayan, AUD. Lagay niya AUD.
Maalan.
So, 95 na-convert. Angas na nagko-convert si no?
Nag-convert.
Everywhere since the
Thank you,
world began.
Coach.
Thank you, Sir Desmond. Natatawa ako dun sa, ni, pag-open mic eh. So, ayun guys. 'Di ba? Yun lang siguro. I will create the snapshot again and then I will give you the similar sa kung ano yung binigay natin dito sa records natin dati or sa process natin dati, this one. Ayan, sa A2P. Ganun yun din. Ilalagay ko doon. Eto. Lalagay ko sa description yung document for the responses as well as the A2P funnel. So yung A2P funnel, actually guys, nakuha ko siya kay Go High Level din. Eto. Yan. Dito. You can also get it from here. Pero yung opt-in form, yung opt-in page, yung unang page, meron ako nakitang reference. Tapos kinumbine ko sa existing na setup. Kaya yung meron tayong resource dito, kinumbine ko sila. So, bali, tatlong source yon, from me, from someone else, and then from high level. Pero yung privacy policy and terms and condition, Go High Level yon. Yung opt-in, nakalimutan ko pangalan, pero it's from a YouTube Go High Level expert. Go High Level din yung niya. Tapos, kinumbine ko lang. Meron lang inad doon, especially sa footer, sa form. Ayan, kinumbine ko lang dun sa previous ko na setup. Pero, even sa training account, coach, we can receive the snapshot. Yes. You can request. Request kayo kay Funnel Genie support page for the snapshot sa training account or sa sub-account, sarili nyo sub-account. Now, kapag sa client naman, then, yeah, link is okay na yung link. Goods na tayo dun sa link. So guys, help me. Kasi ilan lang ba tayo nandito? Ilan lang ba tayo? 42 participants. So help me every time na merong magtatanong sa A2P, upload ko agad to mamaya, I promise, and also the snapshot and document. Siguro tomorrow na lang guys kasi maglo-load pa to eh. Ano pa siya? Mga super late na mamaya. So help me, sabihin nyo lang na available na siya sa portal and then lalagay namin siya as one of the courses doon. Since this is also very important na process for US and Canada na mga sub-accounts and businesses. Alright? Learning ba kayo so far with the process? Ako excited ako guys, sana ma-approve yun. Babalitaan ko kayo kung na-approve or na hindi na-approve and then paano natin na-approve if hindi siya na-approve. Gets gets ba? I mean, kung ano yung
Naguluhan ako doon.
kung babalitaan ko kayo kung na-approve siya in one try. Pero I will try kapag i-resubmit natin siya tapos na-approve siya sa second try, I will also let you know kung bakit hindi siya na-approve sa first try and kung ano yung reason and kung paano natin in-update yung hindi na-approve sa first try. And hopefully second try ma-approve na pero hoping na eh. Maganda naman yung nag-approve ka agad sa brand eh. Usually nag-approve din naman talaga yung sa brand. Pero yun nga, sana mag-continue up to the campaign. Alright, mga kuya tate, ano pong meaning ng snapshot na sinasabi nyo? Snapshot is ang solid explanation, bro. Snapshot is folder of templates. Combination of templates. Templates sa funnel, templates sa email marketing, templates sa what else? Custom values, custom fields, chat widget. Kung ano yung mga features na nakita mo kay Go High Level, di ba? Meron silang mga templates. Kino-combine mo yung mga template na yon, tas yun na yung snapshot. Para siyang folder of templates. Okay? Coach, question from portal. A2P registration, 2 sub-account, 1 EIN. Is it possible? Yes. Possible yan. Possible yan. Pero I think kay Go High Level, 1 sub-account per registration. Pero pwede siya, 2 EIN yung gagamitin. I mean, isang EIN for 2 sub-account. I have to create another separate sub-account for another department under one company. Can I use the EIN for 2 sub-accounts and register to A2P? Yes po. Yes yan, Sir Leo. And then to confirm, you can also contact Go High Level Support to confirm that question. Pero na-try ko to before, I think 2 branch. I forgot 2 branch or 2 department. Na-approve naman sila. 1 EIN lang din yung ginamit. Salamat po coach. Lahat naman po kami makakita coach, di ba? At sa additional portal din po makakita. Yes, Peter. Makakita kayo doon. Tas if you want to know more about snapshot, go to punta ka dito, bro. Ayan. Ito ang intensive training, open. Tapos, scroll down to agency. Ito, in-explain din natin dito kung ano yung snapshot. So, agency, quick walkthrough. Mabilis mo lang yung makuha, bro. Especially pag meron ka ng mga samples. Mga siguro 5 minutes explanation, gets mo na yun. Kasi, ano naman meron ka ng alam, kumbaga. Kasi kung di-discuss mo to sa zero knowledge pa about Go High Level, nakakalito. Pero for you na like 2 weeks na sa program and then meron ka na ding samples portfolio, yan, magigets mo. Mabilis na lang yung digest. Alright, salamat Code, bansa po. And thank you so much everyone. Before we leave, picture muna tayo guys. Picture tayo, isang beses lang. Baka naman. Eto bro.